Hey everybody, Joel here. We're going to be looking at 3 different skills that you can do with a packet of playing cards. A table spread, the one-handed cut, and how to neatly fan a packet of cards. So now let's get into the table spread. This here is the table spread. It's also known as a ribbon spread. So the way that we do this is by placing your thumb on the bottom, your middle finger on the top of the deck, and now my index finger is just going to rest along the side of the deck. And notice that it's sat on the middle of the actual length of the cards, alright? This is because this finger is going to be helping to control the cards, and it also applies the pressure like this as the cards are run across the table. Now, the thumb and the middle finger are obviously keeping this nice and straight and actually help to control the direction that you move that spread into. All right, so break it down. Try this really slowly. Don't rush to begin. All right, and what you want to aim for is a very even spread. Every now and then, what you can actually do is this. You can land with bulks and clumps of cards. This is not really what you want. Once you have managed to master a nice smooth spread of the cards like this, you are then ready to move on to picking up the cards. And there are a variety of different pickups that we can do. You can, if you want, place your finger inside the bottom of the scoop right here and simply place your hand on the other side and just scoop them up. And when it is done, it does actually look really nice. However, there is a little bit of additional flourishes that you can apply to this. So I can place my hand underneath this scoop, my hand sits here ready to catch these cards, and when I tip this over, the cards are going to roll across. We need to apply a little bit of speed to that as just shown, and that will land in this hand ready to scoop this back up and straighten out the cards. Alright, another little thing that you can do once we have give the cards a nice table spread is exactly as we did earlier, but instead we move our thumb along the ridge of the cards. Alright, as you can see, if I do this horizontal directly to the camera, if I place, I lift this up here, I place my thumb on the card and I literally just carry on with the finger that's connected to the cards. And notice, by applying that little bit of pressure, my finger just rolls along the actual ridge as the card changes from card to card as it moves along. And it creates this really nice, smooth transition with the cards. Another really cool thing we can do with this is simply picking up the cards, splitting it in the middle by adding the thumb or your finger, whichever finger you like. There are no real rules with this, of course, and then we can separate this split and go in opposite directions. All right, and if we put that together, let me show you exactly what it looks like. We can then split, roll, slide that back and pick it all back up. Really cool technique, and it looks absolutely brilliant. So with that in mind, let's move on to the one-handed cut. That is this, also known as the Charlier pass. All right, so basically to do this, what we're going to do is hold the cards in this little grip right here. So the cards, this style of grip right now is known as the gambler's grip. But what I'm going to do is just lift that grip up with the thumb. So my thumb's going to prise this up. I'm also now, with the pad of my thumb, I'm going to feel for half of the deck of cards, or obviously around half of the deck of cards. And as I do this, I'm going to let that half split. All right, so by splitting the cards, what I'm going to do, notice momentarily this middle finger of the hand that's holding the cards rests on the back. This happens as the deck splits. Now, what I'm going to do is just, with my index finger, is push this upwards. All right. And if we put that together, we are here. Now, notice as this portion of the deck passes the thumb, what's going to happen is this deck is going to keep pushing, which is also going to allow this bundle of cards to drop down. All right, I'll show you exactly what I mean. That's going to get to there. And as that drops, my thumb is going to release the pressure here, and that ring finger and my index finger is going to push forwards as it separates. And if we apply all of that together, it looks just like this. Alright, you are definitely best to stand in a nice relaxed position. Of course, I'm doing that for you guys as you're watching for the camera, but it is so much easier when you are standing comfortable with it. Alright, so the next time you ask somebody to cut the cards and you pass them the cards, you can pass them and tell them they were too slow. So now let's move on to skill number 3, which is basically fanning a packet of playing cards very, very neatly in between your fingertips. What I'm going to do is just hold the deck. I'm going to hold my hand out with my fingers together and my thumb extended. I'm going to place all of the cards over here in my hand like this, and my thumb is applying a little bit of pressure but not too much pressure, and my index fingers just going to simply grab the deck here, and I'm going to spread the cards out just like that. So if we do that nice and quickly and smooth, we end up with an even neater fan. Alright, so if we put it all together and speed it up, we've got this very neat fan. Alright, and the way I'm closing that fan, of course, if you want, you can run your finger around the cards like this by positioning the cards and just pinching the bottom of the cards here, just like so. Okay? But what you can also do is attempt to close the fan with one single hand. Now my fingers are connected to the bottom card, and if I spin that around, obviously it's not doing it there because I'm just demonstrating, but if I spin, those fingers are forcing the fan to close. And if we do that whilst it's face down, it looks really, really nice. Alright, so there we go. I really hope you enjoyed these 3 skills with a packet of playing cards. Remember, take your time and practice, and more importantly, whilst you are practicing, make sure you enjoy it. That is one of the ultimate skills of getting good at something, alright? The ultimate skill of getting good is practice, but don't over practice until the point that you're frustrated. The moment you feel frustrated, put whatever it is away, move on to something completely different and come back when you're ready. So there we go. Make sure you hit subscribe, like the video, and if you have any questions, just drop them in below and I will get back to you. Take it easy everybody, and goodbye.